If you've been checking out the resources at pursuegod.org and maybe you've been using them in your own life, in your marriage, maybe you've been using them in your small group, or hopefully you've been mentoring using them, walking with someone at your church or someone in your neighborhood, meeting with them, helping them to pursue God, helping them to grow in their relationship with God, and using those conversations online in our library to do it. If you've been doing that and you have a teen at home, man, I hope that you can catch a vision for helping your teen become a mentor. I have a teen, my wife and I, we have two teens at home. One of the greatest jobs in our life isn't just to mentor our teens, but it's to teach them to be a mentor. And the reason for that is because we believe in truth number 3 in Foundations. If you haven't taken that series, I encourage you to do it. We really believe that you grow by helping others. So we want to help our kids grow. We want to help them to own their faith. We want to help them to be rock solid in their faith so that when they go off to college, they continue to pursue God with their whole hearts. And we really truly believe that that's not going to happen in their life unless they learn to get in the game and start mentoring other people, not just being a consumer and hearing messages at church and maybe even being mentored by us or by someone else in their life. And so we have been super intentional about helping our kids become mentors. Our 15-year-old daughter is a mentor. She mentors 5 girls a couple years younger than she is. Our son is beginning to prepare to mentor. He's a little bit younger. And so in this video, I want to just help you to understand if you're a parent who is a pursuer of God and you're using the resources and you want to equip and empower your teens to do it. Maybe your church youth group doesn't have the program down yet, so you want to move ahead and lead your kids well. In this video, I'm going to give you some really basic tips on helping your teen to become a mentor using the resources at pursuegod.org. So the first step is to envision. Make sure that you cast a vision for your teens of what it means to be a pursuer of God, how important it is for them to start helping someone else and to begin mentoring someone else. We did this with our daughter. We had to first convince her. We had to sort of win her heart over to mentoring. Our daughter's kind of a shy person and she doesn't really put herself out there. So we had to help her to know that she could do this, that she's going to be great at it, that it's going to impact some other kids. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be so worth it. And so we spent some time just helping our daughter to envision what mentoring could be and that she could be a mentor. That's the first step. Now, the second step is to equip, and this is important. We wanted to equip our daughter to be a mentor, so we took her through mentor training. We didn't just take her through mentor training and teach her the flex method and teach her how to use the resources. We actually modeled it with her. In our family time every week, we would pick a topic, we would talk about it, we would have her do it, we would have our son do it. We would teach them, hey, it's not that hard. The tools are super simple. You can do this. But it was our job to equip our kids to be mentors. And the best way to equip them is to just start using the resources with them, modeling it for them. So we mentored our kids using the tool. And then we wanted to make sure that they knew that this is exactly how they were going to mentor someone else. The exact same thing that we were doing, same method, different topic. And so that's what equipping is all about. Now, the third step is to empower. So if you have spent some time helping your kids envision what they can do and equipping them to use the tools, at some point you need to say, you got to do it. Come on, let's get out there and do it. So with our daughter, we talked through who are some of the kids in your life that you want to mentor. We helped her think that through. And then we empowered her to reach out to those people. We actually, in this case, a couple of years ago, reached out to some of those parents. And we said, hey, listen, Kenzie's going to start mentoring. She'd love to mentor your daughter. We explained what mentoring was. And so part of our empowering was to help her get connected to a few students that she could mentor. She decided that it would be easier to do it in a small group rather than one-on-one. It was more comfortable for her that way, but we empowered it. We said, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. We went out and we, bought some food for their first meeting. We did everything we could to set her up for success. So my wife and I kind of viewed ourselves in that case as like senior pastors, and she was the youth pastor. And so we said, what do you need? How can we make this fun? And so we empowered her. You can do this. We invested in it, and she started mentoring and really began to have success at it. And then the fourth step is to encourage. See, here's the thing. If you're going to get your teen to become a mentor and you do everything you can to help your teen out, there's going to be bumps and bruises along the way. Mentoring is hard. Sometimes kids don't show up. And for a teen, that's like devastating. So we had to be an encourager. We just kept encouraging our daughter. You can do this. Don't give up on it. If only 2 people show up one week, that's okay. Invest in those 2 people. You can do this. It's making an impact. Don't give up on it. This is the greatest thing you can do in your life, which is to help someone else to pursue God. Do it, do it, do it. We had to be cheerleaders for our kid, and we continue to be that. You know, if you're going to really try to help your teen become a mentor, make sure that at the end of the day, you're an encourager. Don't let your teen give up on it. It's going to be a journey, but it will be so worth it if you do these things. So I challenge you, take your teen through some of the conversations on our mentoring topic online and help them step out, envision themselves to be mentors, help them by equipping them, then empower them, and continue to encourage them to do the greatest thing that they could ever do, which is to help someone else pursue God.